Hey there, Mr. Loma here. I thought I would do this question with you just to help you out, seeing as we've had so many snow days. So what we have here is Luke and Leia are flying along in a spaceship along this path, 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 1. When Luke launches Leia out an airlock at x equal to 2, you know how brothers and sisters are. Assuming he wants to, where could Luke stop to catch Leia, who's traveling along on this tangent that she got thrown off on? So I really like these questions because they always turn out nice, and it's quite hard to screw them up if you start with the proper kind of function. So here we go. Step 1. At x equal to 2, I would definitely figure out what y is to figure out the point where Leia was chucked out of the spaceship. So plug 2 into the original function, and you'll get 2 times 2 cubed, which is 16, minus 12 plus 10 plus 1. So that's 11 plus 4, I believe that's 15. So Leia was unceremoniously thrown out of the spaceship at 2:15. Also, we're going to do the derivative, which represents the slope of the tangent. And we get 6x squared minus 6x plus 5. So that is the rate of change of the function, or the IROC, or the m tan dy dx y prime, as we've seen in class. So that's the slope of the tangent. So at x equal to 2, the slope of the tangent is 6 times 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus 5. And so that's 24 minus 12 plus 5, which I believe is 17. So just want to take a moment to make a point here. Notice over here, I'll grab a different color. When you subbed into just plain old y right here, you're actually getting the point 215. But when you substitute y2 into y prime, what you're getting is the slope of the tangent. Okay? Those are very different things. So I want to make sure that you totally understand that, because it's very, very important to know the difference between y and y prime, and eventually we are also going to do y double prime. So we now have enough information to construct a tangent line. We know that the point is 215, so it's y minus 15 equals x minus 2, and then the slope is 17, so it goes right there. So most people will want to expand this, 17x minus 34 plus the 15, and then you'll get 17x minus 19 for your equation of your tangent. That's your tangent line. That's the path Leia is traveling on. So what we want to know is, where does Leia's path cross the original flight path of the rocket again, so that Luke can pick her up if he wants to. So for intersection, you need to set the tangent line. This is actually the equation of the line, so it's like a line from grade 9. And we want to know when it hits the cubic, 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x plus 1. And from our advanced functions work, and I guess grade 11 to some extent, we're going to bring everything over to one side. So 5x take away 17x is negative 12x, and 1 plus 19 is 20. So now we have a cubic. And here's the beauty part of this question that I love, is the fact that you don't have to do a ton of work. You know right now one of the roots of this equation. I'm going to switch color here just so that we can have a bit of a difference. We know that f of 2 works. And I'm going to do the synthetic division here for those of you that don't or need some practice on it. Okay. So you write the coefficients exactly the way they are with the signs and everything. And then you drop the first number down. So 2 times 2 drops down, and then you do 2 times 2 is 4, and you put it there. I'm just going to grab the yellow here. 2 times 2 is 4, and you put it there. Okay, and then you add. And so that way you don't have any of that nasty negative stuff that you have with long division. And then you repeat the process. Then you do 2 times 1, and you put it up there. And you get 2, and then you add, and you get negative 10. And then you do 2 times negative 10, which is negative 20, and then you add. You'll know if you're right if you get a 0 remainder there. So we knew it had to be a factor, so you should get 0 remainder. So the equation now becomes 0 equals x minus 2 from the factor we found, and then 2x squared plus 1x minus 10. Those coefficients come from the bottom here. And now, if you try and factor that, this is also gorgeous. I know that there's going to be another factor of x minus 2 in there, because when we chucked Leia off on a tangent at 2, we know that it doesn't only hit there, it actually bounces there. So the factor of x minus 2 needs to appear twice, just like we saw in advanced functions. And so this factor turns out to be 2x, and it's going to be a 5, and I'm just checking quickly to see. That should be a plus, I believe. So we get negative 4x from here and a 5x from there, which works out. And now we can see that the two roots are x equals 2. That's a bounce, which we knew because of the tangent. And the other point where Luke can actually go and pick up his sister is at x equal to negative 5. Negative 5 over 2. Pick her up here. And I'm sorry, I don't know how to move my screen, scroll up or down with this particular application. But there we go. Pick her up at the point at negative 5 over 2. And we could find the y coordinate if we wanted, but we don't need to. Anyways, I hope that helps, and I hope this video turned out okay. Talk to you soon.